So, okay,
So real quick, James, it's what time there?
it is 13 minutes past 3 for me.
Works for me, man.
Why? What?
There you go.
All right, okay. Why? What time is it for you? Is it 9 o'clock?
9 a.m.
Oh, for God's sake! I don't know.
What?
See, I'm just not a morning person. Like, I can't do anything before about 11 o'clock. You know. But anyway,
I
look.
go to feed the Hoshi.
I suppose that's true. But look, guys. So I came across a thread, and it was talked about why why does a faction tie attract the most insufferable players? That gave me an idea.
Why do they attract communists?
Well, communists and weebs, let's be serious, and like the unironic good guys. See, that's one of the problems. Like, I know they did try and fix it later down the road, but like, I don't know, good guys 40k.
Actually, the best factions Tau because it's more about freedom.
I don't know if they are, if I'll be honest with you. Oh, here, by the way, guys, I am currently converting Death March, my World War One system, into totally not 40k. It's sci-fi gothic, by the way. I want to see how it turns out. It's pretty much a glitten, actually. It's really crusade glitten.
Sci-fi gothic.
So I'm going to put it out soon. Just like the text, but I'm going to get it formatted, and I want to do it on print on demand because I just can't be Orcs doing another Kickstarter. I just want to be able to get a book out, and I'm using AI art. And I know there's always going to be that one guy saying, "Oh, AI art," mate. So see, for Death March, you guys probably would have Death March. Been working with the artist for coming up on a year and a half, and we've got 3 pieces of art for Death March. So. Yeah, all I'm gonna say is, unless you, I don't know, fuck that. I'm not in the mood gurning about people AI art. So, what players attract the worst, or what attracts the best? So, is the worst gonna be the bottom, and the best is gonna be the top?
So D tier is worse. S tier are the best.
All right, orc players always the best. Orc, they universally fun.
Out of all the players I've played, orc players are always just fun. They're not insufferable. They're not like, "Oi, bro, me army's the best." It's always like, "I'm here to smash shit."
Yeah, you know what gets me though with orc players? I think it's the way their models are, because they're not all. There's a lot of kept bashing involved, so there's a lot of just like do what you want mentality when it comes to orcs, and I think that comes across in the players. And honestly, I've seen some really beautiful. Well, if you can call orcs beautiful, I don't know, but I have seen some really like. Probably the best kept bastion is a tough one. I think either between orcs or probably Nurgle. See, Nurgle, some guys are actually outstanding at it. And honestly, I would put Nurgle up as well. But look, we'll get there. Gerb, where do you want to go next? Do you want to go down the bottom?
No, we'll go with Tyranids, because Tyranids, despite the fact that Tyranid players should behave like orc players, they're fucking D tier. Like, they're the most insufferable bug fuckers I've met in my life.
Are they that bad?
Like, I don't know what it is about Tyranid players, but they're like, I'm dying. It's like, yeah, because you took 4,700 gaunts. Like, yeah, you're gonna be dying a bit. Like, I can't believe a space marine killed 40 of my termite gaunts. Really? You can't believe that? Like,
yeah, you're playing hordes.
Like orcs go, my boys fucking died.
Oh no!
Well, she was like, I can't believe my termite gods died of bolter fire. Like, bro, you're toughest 2 or 3, I think nowadays.
To be fair, I only know one. Well, actually, no, I know 2. Well, actually, no, fuck, you're right. Actually, the Arctic has my brother prays Tyranids. I forgot. Yeah, D tier, D tier. Yeah, my brother prays Tyranids. It's like, why would you? You know, the thing is, I just don't like the look of them. I honestly, see if they give them more of a Geiger, like, alien look, I think I would be all over them.
They were like back in the day. Yeah. They were kind of Geiger look, and now they're like super Barbie.
Yeah,
I don't know what it is, but they're very thorny now.
Although I will say, I'm gonna put Genestealers in the middle. I think Genestealers are fun. I really like.
Okay, hold on now. Some of the best Tyranid waifus are in Genestealers.
All right, okay, fair enough. That also thing he did. I'll just flash the meme up. So, well, hold on, let me get this for you, Garp. There you go.
Oh. that fucking Cro-Magnon cranium. Give Norn queen milk.
Imperial hires new editor. Jen Shapiro will bring a refreshing perspective to our news team, covering issues such as arguing with the Imperial's dumbest chins in a whiny voice. Oh, I thought that was great. That was great. Anyway, look, back on point. Who do you want to bully next? Who do you think deserves it?
Admech.
Admech? Oh, okay.
Admech.
Admech, again, I don't really know many Admech players. I've had decent interactions with Admech players, so I would honestly just put them in B for me personally, but so it's up to you, guy. Like, they're middle of the road for me.
Usually they're kind of like, they're not bad, but they're kind of whiny. Like, actually, Admech would be destroying this army.
Actually, yes, they are. No, come to think of it.
Like,
yeah.
like, they're the only guy. They're one of the few guys who want to talk about lore while you're playing to explain to you why they shouldn't be losing.
Yes. Oh my God. Yeah. You know what? Actually, yeah, you're right. Don't get me wrong. I do love Admech. I think they're really cool in lore, but see, the guys that are into them in lore are fucking into them. You know what I mean?
Well,
like,
actually, they have rad guns be melting your face off right now. Yeah, but you're dying to Eldar gunfire, so too bad, bro.
Yeah, right. Where do you want to put them? Because I think the army's cool. I do like the army. I would love a Dark Mechanicus army. I would really love a Chaos Mechanicus
They're
army.
a bit whiny, but they're probably good in B or C tier.
All right. Well, I'll put them in C, and we might move them up. So we will, but I think C's probably the lowest. I would put them. I would lean more bottom of
definitely
B.
the lowest, yeah.
Yeah, bottom of B, top of C, maybe. We'll just see where the rest of it goes. Where do you want to go next? Deathwatch? I don't know any Deathwatch players.
Deathwatch is just basically Space Marines. Isn't
it? But it's kind of like, you know what I mean? It's like penal regiment of Space Marines almost. I know there's someone, you know the worst thing is someone's going to shout at me for saying that in the comments. I can already feel
Usually Deathwatch are some of the edgier Space Marine players, like, and the kind of the ones I've seen, because not a lot of guys play 40K at my game store as much as the other games.
Yeah.
But the ones I've seen at other game stores are usually like the edgier versions of Space Marine players. They're kind of fun to watch.
Yeah,
they don't really fucking care what's going on. Like I guess they're like maybe like, I don't know, below B tier.
I'm gonna put them below Genestealers. Is that fair?
Yeah, that's fair.
I'll put them there. Right. Okay. Who else do you want to go for? We'll go for.
You should just go in order, you goober.
All right, fine. Blood Angels. What do you fancy?
Fucking D tier.
Wait. Okay. Why? What do you about?
Fucking Mary Sue chapter, the Blood Angel chapter of the Space Marine.
I don't know. I'm a bit of a sucker.
They're in every video game. They're in every fucking like storyline. It's always Blood Angel is this and Blood Angel is that, and we have to go to the Crimson Rage. No one cares.
I did like it whenever their thingy got. Well, no, it wasn't them. I'm thinking of Imperial Fist. Sorry, come to think of it. No, actually, I'm mixing them up. Blood Angels did have that horrible arc with the Necrons at one point up against Tyranids. Are Blood Angels worse than Tyranids though?
Well, the players are kind of insufferable because they act like they're like the main fucking character of every. Like, they get one cool thing, Black Rage. They get, like, 70 fucking videos. Like, well, actually, all of Dawn of War based on my chapter.
Okay, you know what? Actually, come to think of it. Well, no, it's Blood Ravens, so it is. For Dawn of War, is it not?
Sorry, Blood Ravens, yeah.
Like, I'm just going to put Space Wolves. If Blood Angels are bad, Space Wolves are worse. Space Wolves, like, anything you can apply to Blood Angels players, you could apply tenfold to Space Wolf players, and we all know it's true. Like, come on.
See, the thing is, real quick, you asked me, the Blood Angels and the Blood Ravens are the exact same fucking thing. Like, they're the exact same shit.
Vampires or Vikings. So the problem that I've got with
vampires or Vikings.
Yeah, well, unironically, that's what you're dealing with. So the problem that I've got with Space Wolves is,
of course, this is players, not chat.
Yes,
players.
Yes, it's about the players. The problem that I have with Space Wolf is, again, they're kind of like Ty. They want to be the good guys, but really they're just dickheads. Lehman Loss I'm not a fan of limitless in the slightest. Like,
Don't you know that the Space Wolves have runesmiths? Isn't that it's like not magic, bro? I'm like, come on, man.
Yeah,
Psychers.
I know. And you know the worst thing is they always bang on about fucking Dark Angels and whatnot. Like, you know, they really do. Like, I don't know. I feel bad for Dark Angels players. It annoys me. Like, I really feel for Dark Angels players because they just get.
I really feel for Dark Angels.
No, I do. I feel bad for them though because they always are the ones that get the short end of it. It's like you guys are chaos. It's like not chaos. We're actually not chaos. Like, you guys are totally chaos. Even though Space Wolves again. Oh, we don't actually have psychers. It's completely different. We don't do that.
Yeah. We have runesmiths actually.
Actually, they're completely different thing. Fuck off. Just for that, I'm putting Dark Angels. Actually, I'm putting Dark Angels in B. Top of
just
B.
for that.
Yeah, just for that.
I hate you that much. You're going in B.
Yeah. Chaos. I like Chaos Demons, and I've had a lot of fun with Chaos Demon players. I think.
They seem to be the most chillax. It's like basically these guys will go. I want to get in melee. I wanna have fun. Like there's no tactics like LOL melee range.
So I will say I do have a Slaanesh army, and Slaanesh was the last like army that I fully finished and was actively playing before I stopped playing 40k on the tabletop. So I kind of want to break this down a wee bit. So I'd put Nurgle players higher. I'd put Nurgle and the only Chaos Demon army that I would rank low would be Tzeentch. Honestly,
as I already knew.
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna put. Okay, they're gonna be bottom of B, but Tzeentch would definitely be bottom of C. But just to like average it out, does that make sense?
Well, because the guys who do the Tzeentch, they always bang on about LOL just as planned. It's like, God, shut up.
Yeah, they've got a
we
lot of.
Get it? It's a meme. I got it. They say it every fucking turn, every fucking action.
Okay, on the topic of that, I have to go for Imperial Guard players. You guys need better memes, like big time. You guys need. Affects bayonets. It's not funny anymore, guys. See with Death Corps of Clique. Don't get me wrong. I love Death Corps of Clique. I think they're. The models look really fucking cool. I've had 2 Death Corps of Clique armies multiple times. I think they're really cool. I really like them. I like the way they play. But fuck me, do they have a stereotype, man? And I'm sorry, but Imperial Guard players are trash. They really are.
Giant, sweaty trench coat wearing Spergs? No.
No, I'm going to the top of D. Now, they're better than the Blood Angels and the Space Wolves, but they're better than the Tyranids. But they're still
You
trash.
don't get it, man. They're all clones and love to die, man. Yeah, I get it.
But the thing is, I would honestly say Imperial Guard is probably my favorite faction, and I have had quite a few Imperial Guard armies. So I'm even saying myself as trash. So before we get in the comments, I will explain myself. All right. What do you think? What do you want to go for? Chaos Knights?
Chaos Knights go in D.
Yeah,
all Knights players go in D. You bring 3 fucking models and take nearly half an hour per turn. Fuck off,
yeah. Honestly, are they worse than Space Wolves though?
No.
I'm honestly putting them above. Yeah, you know what? We'll put
Space Furries go in the gulag.
Yeah, they're okay. I see it. Sisters Battle. I love Sisters Battle. I'm a big fan of Sisters Battle. I don't know about the players though. Usually
they're kind of like me, like I just want an all female, like, yeah, bro, high five, like I don't know how you've met any, but the ones I've met have been like, yeah, I just want to play Hot Chicks, and I'm like, you know what, based, I like high five over the table or some shit.
I feel like I'm gonna get called out on it, but I'm gonna agree with you. I'm a big fan of Sisters Battle. The thing is, I stopped playing just, I think, 6 months later. They've got
a plastic release.
Yes. And that's what did me in, and I was like, no, I'm hardly playing it anymore. I couldn't justify it, and you know what it was actually that killed me? It was fucking, you know, the chariots, you know, the Slaaneshi chariots, you know that models.
Yeah. The flesh rakers or what the fuck they are.
That's gonna be
called.
That is the worst model to paint ever. It killed me. It straight up buck broke me. So it did. It actually buck broke me.
It straight up buck broke me.
It fucking did, man. It actually killed a lot. Like, because I must have painted it about 4 times. Like, I kept repainting it, and it was a nightmare, and I just really didn't like it. And I don't know, one day, I just kind of set down the paintbrush, and I just, because the way I would paint models is if I wanted something painted, I would leave it on my desk. And eventually, if I'm sitting at the computer, eventually I'm going to pick it up and just start doing stuff with it. You know what I mean? Like, if I have stuff out in front of me on my computer, I will eventually just start painting. Like, that was just the way it worked. And anytime I looked at that chariot, I'm like, yeah, I'm not doing that today. I'm just not. And then, I don't know, it just kind of happened, you know?
It's why it was why I'm staring down 32 B1 battle droids. Like, I gotta paint you.
You know, the thing is, Ozzy is a massive fan, though. He loves tiny people.
Noisy man.
Yeah, noisy man. Well, that's only because the only time he really hears you is whenever I'm, like, editing. Like, normally he'd be in the bath or whatever. Because, like, by the time me and you finish recording, I would be editing and whatnot, and he'd be jumping in the bath after dinner. And he would, noisy man. It's like, yes, Ozzy, very noisy man. Very noisy man indeed, isn't he? But yeah, look, I love.
Rude.
Yeah, well, you are a noisy man. Well, on my speakers, you're very noisy. Where do you want to go next? Oh, okay. I'm putting myself in the firing line.
Before we move on, GW has to stop painting sisters so fucking ugly.
Who? Right. Oh, GW do. Yeah, they do.
They paint sisters like Tumblrites, big, blocky, chunky uggos. Like the models look pretty on plastic, and I don't know how the hell they fuck it up. Painting those fucking models.
They really do. I painted. They put out that sister the John Blanche artwork, Sisters of Battle model. Do you know the one I'm on about? I painted that one when it came out, and I really enjoyed it. Honestly, I was so close to a Sisters Battle Army, but I just kept looking at the price tag, and this is before 3D printing was like a thing. I know, I was so close to it. I was like, no, I can't justify it. It's too expensive. I was adding it all up. It's like, that's like £2,000. There's no way I can afford that. No, don't be ridiculous. And I wasn't even like playing that much at the time, so I really didn't want to justify it. Anyway, where do you want to go next? Will we Billy James some more? Drukhari. Or Dark Eldar.
Okay, here's the thing with Drukhari. For the longest time, they were just goth Eldar. Now they're like super BDSM Eldar. Like, I don't know what went wrong. Like, I don't know what daddy issue cropped up in the Drukhari designer, but holy fuck, dude.
I would say my main army is Dark Eldar. I love them in the lore. Now, don't get me wrong, they're probably I would argue they're probably one of the weakest factions in the lore, by probably a big margin. And honestly,
they're Raiders for one.
Yeah, they're Raiders. And this is the problem I've got with people that wank over Vikings. A lot of the time, whenever Vikings, whenever Vikings, a lot of the time, if they came up against an actual army, they didn't do too good, and that's the same for Dark Eldar.
They were shock troops.
Yeah,
not a frontline army.
Yeah. Now, don't get me wrong, they were good at certain times, and there is plenty of evidence, and they definitely did kick the fuck into the French and the British armies quite a few times. However, people make out Vikings as if they're like god tier, and they were good.
As if they honor the samurai.
Yeah, exactly. Look, Knights just kicked the bag, but again, I suppose different time periods we're talking about. Drukhari,
but really, Drukhari, they used to be like the cool guy army. If you were like an elite veteran 40k player, you picked up Drukhari and you kind of just had fun. Now it's like I've never met a I'm sorry, James, but I have to meet a non-fedora wearing Drukhari player in the last fucking 5-6 years.
Well, to be fair, I don't know. It's been about 5 years since I've been actively playing 40k. So hey, does that mean I count?
I don't know what happened, but only the edges of edgelords play Drukhari, and they can't paint faces, and they don't know how to highlight black armor ever. It's just I don't know what happened.
I think that is also as well. They do have a really So for me, I think one of the main reasons why I got into Dark Eldar was because my first ever box set was a 3rd edition starter box set with the Space Marines versus Dark Eldar, and I think it kind of just started from there. If I be honest with you, where I can't judge. You be the judge. Where do you want to put them?
God, is it because they were so cool? But again, this is also players.
This is players. C-tier. Yeah, okay. C tier. Are they below Mac?
Yeah, they're below
okay.
Because they're basically saying LOL. The guys who played Drukhari that I've met are like, LOL, we are the edgy Eldar boys, and they just they're only missing their fucking flaming black button up with the dragons on it with their fucking fedora and their fucking trench coat. Like it's just it's I don't know what happened, but like the Eldar players I used to know, they're like the veteran player that have fun.
You know,
they just like died.
Did Dark Elder not get a lot better though in the last couple of editions where they're not like really good?
I mean, they're basically a vehicle-borne hit-and-run army. It's all about movement and that kind of stuff. But it's just like,
because I remember, if I remember, they got a new codex and it was like top tier, and everyone was like jacking over it because Dark Elder, as long as I've played them, have always been kind of shit. Like they've always had like a kind of weak codex.
Like you can't play them as like an upfront army.
Yeah,
you're gonna get fucking butt blasted by Space Marines or Necrons. But like you just basically you play like you play Eldar. You play hit and run, but they have their like little Corsair ships that run around and do. And the ships kind of carry the army because they have all the weapons on there.
Oh yeah, well that's what I liked about them. I loved the movement. It was like a weapon almost. When playing Dark, that's what I liked about playing them anyway. I just like the speed of them all. Anyway, right. So will we do Craftworld? I'm putting it out here right now. Majority of people that I know that play Craftworld seriously have autism. Like,
so when I say that I play Eldar,
well, bar you, like people that I've met like in game stores and stuff, people that tend to play Craftworld, unironically, straight up autism, and they always have dad jeans on. But they seem nice and they are clean. Like they're the type
they always wear dad jeans.
Yeah, they wear dad jeans. They're quite polite. They're not bad people. Like, don't get me wrong. They're
those white grass stained Nikes. What the fuck?
Yeah, they do. It's always like that. Right, where do you want to put them? I've already had a good
man. I can't say because I play Eldar and like I play them as Eldar because like I want hot elf bitches in my army, so I played Eldar. And I have like an Altark and I play like all infantry. So I can't say where they go because I'd be like LOL S tier because I'm S tier. But I can't do that.
All right.
So you gotta play some James.
Generally, I have never had issue with it. You know what the other thing is? Eldar, whenever I was playing, they just got a lot of stick. People always said, oh, you're only playing them because they've got an amazing rule book and all that sort of jazz.
Because they have fire prisms and fire dragons. Yeah, those guys.
But the people that I always heard garden about them all the time were unironically Space Marine players, and Space Marines have always had a pretty solid codex. It's very hard to find. I'm talking generically.
Look, if Space Marines' dicks get ridden any harder, it's gonna be a fucking worn out black nub at some point from the friction. Like, come on.
I'm gonna put Craftworld at the top of B, so I will. That sound fair?
Fine. Be that way.
All right.
Dickhead.
Well, here, you put me further down, so I don't know what you're talking about. I'm bottom of fucking C. Bottom of fucking C, man. Although, to be fair, I've only ever really met one other Dark Eldar player, and he was a bit of a dick. So, like, yeah, you kind of have a point. And maybe, guys, would you believe this? But I think I'm kind of a dick sometimes, guys. Not gonna lie. All right, okay.
Get Megan on here. The truth will out.
Okay. Where are they? Where's just Space Marines?
Look, man, Space Marine players are always the exact same. They play Space Marines because they get the most attention, the newest models, and the best codexes. If I could, I would rate every fucking Space Marine player in D bottom tier behind the fucking furries.
No, I wouldn't put them. I would put them below Imperial Guard players, that's for sure. I'd put them... You know, the thing is, they complain the most, and that's what gets me about them.
Bro, they get the most, and they complain the most. Like, we don't get enough, really? You?
Yeah.
Really? We only got 4 box sets this year. It's bullshit, man. Like, yeah, you're fucking... There are the warp spiders still have the exact same sculpt from 30 fucking years ago.
To be fair, sometimes, like, if you've seen some of the new sculpts, sometimes it feels like you should be happy that you've still got them sculpts. You know what I mean? Sometimes the new does not mean better.
They're still cast in resin as a monopose, bro. Like, fuck.
All right, I'm putting them. I'm putting them there. I'm putting them there above Blood Angels, above Knights, but below Tyranids.
Fuck you, Space Marine players. I'll see you in hell.
They are. They just
I can't believe we're not getting everything. Eldar's got a new unit. We only got 13. They're basically Veruca Sulk in the fucking 40k universe.
Honestly, they kind of are. But they're not. It depends, I think. So I've came across some really good. The best players that play Space Marines tend to play. Honestly, I'm gonna go with what do you call them? Oh fuck. You guys are going to butcher me in the comments. What do you call the yellow ones? Siege guys.
The Imperial Fists.
Imperial Fists. They tend to be pretty dead on. And the reason why I think that is because yellow is fucking near impossible to paint. So if you're playing that, you're dedicated to them. You know what I mean?
Well, that and they at least play like their fucking faction. That's something. Like they fucking turtle up and they hold a position. Which is the elder problem. I'm like, yeah, stay turtled up. They move around the battlefield. I'm like Mach 12. You know?
Yeah.
Because we think of fire and fade now, where we shoot and then move, or we get shot at, we move. So like, by all means, you have 30 Terminators. I don't give a fuck, bro. I'm gonna win on points.
Oh, you know what? Okay, who plays? And again, I feel bad for Ultramarine players. I think Ultramarine players are fine. I actually quite like Ultramarine players.
What fucking blueberries?
Yeah, honestly, when it comes to the players, I don't think they're that bad. I've came across 2. And they're actually nice guys. Kind of naive, not gonna lie, they are kind of naive. However, what chapter plays the worst? Who do you think that plays the worst? Don't get me wrong, I love Black Templars, but some of them guys need to stop the LARP. You need to cut the LARP down a wee touch. But I don't.
The Black Templar players.
Yeah, sometimes you just need to turn the dial down a wee touch. But for the most part, they're actually quite. I would put them mid to high Templar players. I'm trying to think who's the more.
I tend to hate on fucking Blood Raven players and Blood any like sanguineous chapter line. I fucking immediately don't like off the bat.
Okay. How about this?
Any sanguinies go in the trash can, bruh.
Okay, you know what? So guys, you guys are probably going to judge me. So my last Space Marine army that I had, so the first one that I ever had was, well, not the first one I ever had, but the first one I got whenever I got back into 40k was Space Wolves. I played them for a bit. I ended up chucking them. I didn't chuck them, I sold them. And then
I always knew you were a fucking furry.
I know. Oh no. And then I got into Carcardons, so I did. And I sold
the fucking space sharks, really?
Yeah, I played Carcardons for a bit, and then I kind of got tired of them. I just wasn't into like Space Marines at that time, and then so I sold them, and then whenever Primaris came out, I decided, you know what, I'll have a go, and then I got a handful of models, and I painted them as Carcardons again, so I did. Honestly, what do you think about it? There is a few stereotypes on people that play Forge World chapters, though.
Yeah, it's called they don't understand how money works. That's the first thing.
Well, it's more, I think, because they tend to have quite good stats as well, though. Cardons were really good. They had, like, everyone came with a melee weapon, which was pretty fucking busted at the time period. You know, it was a lot of melee weapons.
Well, they have that giant fucking absolute unit Space Marine. What the hell his name is? The guy is like a fucking walking statue. The largest Space Marine.
Oh, Typhus, he was great. The Redwake, he was amazing. See him in melee, he was brutal. I loved him.
Is that a fucking dreadnought? It's actually a Space Marine. Fucking what?
Yeah, he was brutal in melee. So he was. I really enjoyed him. He's probably one of my either him. My favorite units that I had him, and I had a Contemptor dreadnought. Is that what you call them? I can't remember now. But I had a Forge World Dreadnought, and I loved that as well. That was a lot of fun.
Forge World Dreadnought.
Yeah. You're missing out, man. Right, okay. Where do you want to go next? Right. Grey Knights. I kind of like Grey Knights.
I cannot stand Grey Knight players or Custodes players because I've played them so many times, and the army's always fucking busted in some way, shape, or form. Custodes
are definitely worse. Custodes are way worse.
The only game where I've played the game, lost, and I drove home, no music, just a quiet, like, angry stare drive the entire way home. Was after because I was like, okay, I haven't actually played recent Custodes. Let's give them a go. So my friend Spencer played Custodes, and like, I lost so badly. I killed one model. Yeah. And I just drove home. No music. No sound. Just my engine.
All right, well, that's only happened to me once, so it is, and I got tabled. I know I've already told this story before. It's from the storm surge. I got tabled by a storm surge that wasn't even put together. Yeah. It was just feet on a base.
It was just a fucking leg.
No, it was. Oh my god, it wasn't even a leg. I mean, it was the fucking ankles, man, and that was it. I got tabled by a fucking. That was brutal. It was brutal. Got absolutely molested. Where would you put Grey Knights though? Okay, are they above Blood Angels though?
Yes.
So they're the top of the Space Marines.
Despite the fact they have the biggest Mary Sue in all of 40k lordom, fucking Dante, whatever his name is.
I do like well, yeah, actually Dante's kind of gay, so he is. Yeah, Dante is kind of mega homo. Come to think of it,
is his name Dante?
Yeah, he's lost in the warp. You know what? I did kind of like that fan theory where he actually is in Warhammer Fantasy.
God,
I kind of liked it. Not gonna lie. I know it's
Mary.
Great Night Mary Sue, right?
Caldor Drago, that's his name. Yeah. Caldor Drago. Caldor Drago should go in the fucking I am in everything, and I am the best Grey Knight ever, and I fight demons for fun. Fuck off.
Right. Okay, I'm gonna say it. Grey Knights in 5th edition are what Custodes are today. Is that fair to say?
Yeah.
Because Grey Knights in 5th edition were top tier, really top tier, outstanding army. Really
Didn't they get a bunch against the demon players too, or some shit?
Yeah, their codex was amazing, and then it got absolutely molested in 7th edition, if I remember, where they just took everything out of the codex. I think that's whenever they broke up. I'm probably misremembering, but Grey Knights used to have Ecclesiarchy and a ton of other stuff in their codex, and they gutted it, and they took away a ton of their special characters and whatnot. It was kind of brutal, man, not gonna lie. That's where I kind of would give it to Grey Knights, just because people that still play Grey Knights are kind of dedicated, because they went through a long period of being absolute dog shit. Well, they weren't absolute dog shit. They were still...
You weren't there, man. We were in the trenches, man.
Yeah, man, we used to be we were a top army. Well, I don't know what they're...
Space Marines and shit.
To be honest with you, I have no idea what they play today. I don't know if they're good or not. Is Custodes on this? No, I don't see it. I put them about the same.
Custodes are just frustrating because I if you go to a 40k table and they have 10 models out, you're in for a bad fucking time, man.
Yeah. And the bulkier
where's your army? My 10 guys. Well, I guess you know what? I'm just gonna call it you win. I'm gonna save my time here.
Well, that is one of the things I really loved about Dark Eldar with the poison. So it was automatically, it always... Now, it wasn't good because you couldn't, glance shit to death, which it happened to me a lot when it came to Space Marines. When it came to bolters, it was a fucking nightmare. They would just, unload into your leader and get molested. However, Dark Eldar, I did, because I played against Nurgle quite a bit, and it was very handy, so it was. But again, poison weapons don't work against tanks, but you got Dark Lances, and Dark Lances are pretty sweet as far as it goes. Right, where do you want to go next? Who do you think wants to... Okay, who's decent out of... You know what? I kind of like...
Necron players.
Necron players are dead on. I like them. I haven't had an issue with Necron players. Now, they are powerful, and they've always had a pretty strong roster.
But they're not but the thing is, I've met guys who play powerful Necron, but they're not insufferable about it. Yeah, I play Necrons. The last thing, why I like this game, I like Space Undead. I think they're cool. Oh, all right. They play them because LOL space skeletons. I'm
yeah.
You know, all right.
You know, the thing is, they do have some really nice models. The problem that I've got is, again, look, if you paint, everyone knows this, metallics are super easy to paint, and to paint well. Honestly, I do like painting it. However, I would love that Iron Horde. I would love that Iron Horde, and I just can't bring myself to ever play.
I will say one thing though: if you're a Necron player and your shit's still gray, you're a lazy fucking asshole.
Oh yeah, yeah. Okay, you know what? If you have a painted Necron army, you're gonna go in top of A. If you're playing Necrons and not even painted, you're D. You're
going below the furries.
Yeah,
you're a lazy piece of shit.
Yeah, you're way to the bottom. But that's only if you don't paint them. Because
What, you can't prime black and dry brush on silver? Fuck you.
I know, like, seriously. And it's so easy to paint. And even the green is a really easy color to paint. So it is, like, there's no excuse. If you're playing Necrons and you don't paint them, I don't know what to tell you, man. You need to pick a different hobby because it's probably not for you,
Shame
if I be
on
honest
you.
with you.
Shame.
Are you tired of overreaching and overbearing censorship on important and non-important issues? Well, you're in luck. For just $7.50 a month, you can get access to over 60 hours of completely uncensored and unhinged schizo takes from Megan and James. From us.
I mean, look, it's 60 hours at the minute. Every week we do a minimum of like 3 hours.
Yep.
So, you know.
You get a lot of content.
There's a lot on there.
A lot of content. Ranging from... Or even... Yes, they are that spicy. Even the name of the topic must be censored. We can't even promote it on YouTube. You can stream or download all the videos from Gumroad and cancel your membership at any time. Though new videos every week on average come to 2 to 3 hours long, so we can really go in depth on any topic, and we are not strangled by the YouTube algorithm.
That's a big issue I always find.
Yeah. We can be open and uncensored and not have to worry about any of that.
If you want to talk about a subject, YouTube really promotes, oh, you're going to have to get that done in 20 minutes. Mm-hmm. But on this, we can really take our time and really delve into it.
And most weeks we do bonus off-topic videos. And yes, we even have a teaser video you can download for free from neckbeardia.co.uk. In it, we talk about Northern Ireland for 4.5 hours.
I don't even think we scratched the surface.
No,
guys.
it's to try and help you understand who we are as people, our worldview, and how we can kind of be aliens to most people. If any of that sounds good to you, go ahead, links down below, and let's get back to the video. Also, the winner of the daily giveaway is this guy! Yay! Woo! Woo!
Look, anyway, in for a chance to win, all you gotta do is like, subscribe, leave a comment down below, automatically entered in.
And to claim the prize, you just send an email to neckbeardiacontact@gmail.com. Let's get back to the video.
Right, where do you want to put Chaos Space Marines? I've had, you know what? I think Chaos Space Marine players are pretty dead on.
I think they're the most fun to play because they're usually playing a theme.
Yeah, they do love themes. They do, and they do put in a lot. I think Chaos and Orcs players tend to be the ones that put the most effort into their like painting and their kit bashing and all that sort of stuff. I do think they
put fun about it.
Yeah, I don't want to put them in S, but I think would they be above Necrons though? I don't know.
No. They're solid A, but they're behind everyone else.
Yeah,
You're still playing Space Marines, so you're kind of still a fucking simple lord. But at least you're playing the edgy boys at least.
Yeah.
Or you're playing like the guys who play. They have those giant fucking head fins. Thousand Suns, they're pretty okay.
Yeah, and again, that's a weird thing because people that play Zeech Demons tend to be deckheads, but people that play Thousand Suns tend to actually be pretty dead on. That and also they make Space Wolf players unironically seethe, which is always fun.
If you want to see a Space Wolf player seethe and mauled over a lore you haven't played fucking Thousand Suns and then lose.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful. I love. Oh, see,
It's not how I play the box. This is bullshit.
Oh, there's something to see Space Marine players. It's like I really do think they are. They're not always the worst.
Absolute
They're not
Spergs.
but there is a stereotype. However, I have played with Space Wolf players that are dead on and are completely reasonable, but everyone's medically spawned. That's just, can you actually just please stop talking to me for 5 minutes? You know what I mean? It's like, can you just...
Could you shut the fuck up and roll your dice? Good
yeah. What's this one? I got, what's that?
I don't know what that is.
I'm not sure. All right, they're going to shout us in the comments. What's it?
Fucking Harlequins right there.
Yeah, we got Harlequins. I like Harlequins.
I have yet to see a Harlequin player.
Have you? I play Harlequins. So I did. Well, to be fair,
I have yet to see one in the wild, and like I've heard of them like secondhand, like, but I've never actually met a Harlequin player.
I really like Harlequins. I think they're really good. The only problem is the units are very expensive. and they suffer the same problems as Eldar, where if they get caught in the open, they're gonna die. You know what I mean? They do have some saves that were pretty sweet, but a lot of the time, again, glass hammer sort of units, and they're very expensive. You know, point cost wise, but I think the models are really nice and their sculpts are really good, and they, like, if you can paint them up well, they look amazing. So they do. Where do you want to put them, Garbo?
I don't know. I've never fucking met one.
That's a problem, because I was the only one that played Harlequins that I remember, so I never actually played against Harlequins, so I don't really want to speak for myself. What rumors? Is this going to be one for the comments? Will we leave that?
Yeah, I guess so.
Will we leave that to the side?
I've never actually met an IRL Harlequin player.
I like the army. I think they're pretty cool. If you like Eldar, you like Harlequins. There's no, like, honestly, and they paint up really nice.
The thing is, like, those Harlequins bridge the gap between Drukhari and regular Eldar, because they're technically both. You know?
Yeah.
Technically, they're both.
All right. Well, then, do you want to put them beside Craftworld then?
Yeah, sure. But they're still unknown. Like, let's be fair here. They're still highly unknown.
All right. Well, bottom of B then, but I would gather it for the comment section to let us know. Does that sound fair enough? That sound good? Alright, okay, where do you want to go next? Death Guard? I like Death Guard players. I think they're the same as Orks.
I'm trying to find that fucking symbol. I'm trying to figure out the hell that Eldar symbol even means. I've been trying to Google it for the last, like, fucking 10 minutes.
Oh, this one here?
Yeah. That's you need.
Oh,
that's
yes.
That's who the Primarch's fucking mating pressing in the goddamn chambers.
Do they have their own rulebook now?
I don't think so. I think it's like maybe like their Craftworld symbol or some shit. But that's the chick who's fucking getting, like, mating pressed by the fucking Primarch. Yeah.
All right, where do you want to put them? I played them as well, so I did. However, one of those ones. It was because it was like one of the few times a new model came out for James.
Oh wait, hold on, hold on. I'm confusing stuff.
What?
Wait a minute. Hold on. That's your brain. Okay, so you need.
You need the name of the god, if I remember.
Is that like the new god? The Whispering
God?
Oh, to do faction.
Yeah.
Okay.
Where do you want to put them? I've never played against them, so I haven't.
Why are they separate? They're fucking Eldar.
Yeah, I would just, you know what, do you want to just put them in
the rest of the Eldar?
Yeah,
yeah, so I confuse Yanid and Yvrain. Sorry, comment section. So are you typing? I can't believe you were confused. some fucking mouth breathers like, I can't believe you went and know all the fucking Eldar names.
Look, guys, I haven't played.
You even play 40k? Oh my god.
Look, I haven't played 40k since, like, fucking very start of 8th edition, guys.
Oopsie daisy. Sorry, I didn't memorize your entire autistic fucking timeline.
Where do you want to put Thousand Suns? I'm putting them.
I think they're pretty based, honestly.
I like them. I honestly, just because they make Space Wolves seethe, I'm pretty happy.
I have a soft spot for Thousand Suns in general due to the story of them fucking punking the Emperor's Children Primarch.
Oh yeah.
They find that fucking dreadnought and they're like, you know what? He's just better than that. And he shoots a guy and the fucking virus bomb goes off.
Yeah.
They will always have a soft spot in me for being absolute fucking chads and
They honestly, they really are though. And you know the thing is, Magnus did fuck all wrong, and I'm not even going to get into it because he actually did. He did fuck all wrong, and I'm not.
Magnus did nothing wrong.
No, Magnus did not do anything, and I'm not going to hear it. See, for a moment, you think, well, you shouldn't do. Well, you know what? The Emperor was a fucking retard. Maybe the Emperor actually turned around and hugged his fucking kids from time to time. You wouldn't be fucking dealing with this. You know what I mean? I'm sorry. Oh my god! Just fucking give Horus a hug. Look at him.
Give my big red boy a hug, goddammit.
And you know what? Honestly, see, for Angron, he's the saddest character in all of 40k. I think he should have just died on that fucking shithole of planet.
They should have let Angron have his final stand and not have him watch his army die to the man.
Like, come on, guys, come on.
Or they could have went down and helped out Angron's fucking gladiator army, but no, he's just like, zip zappity zoop, my son's in now my ship, and it's like, well, help me, like, I got, like, nope, you can't help him out, they're gonna die, sorry bro.
And you know the other thing is, it's like, okay, So the Emperor knows very much of what chaos is and what it's all about. Let me just put these fucking butchers.
Let me set up my sons to fail.
Yeah, let me put the butchers like, you know. Does he not get them implanted into all the other whenever he joins into the rest of the Legion?
Yeah. So the his Space Marines to try and because Angron never liked his Space Marines because they weren't his troopers. So the Space Marines try to endear themselves to him by putting in their own butcher's nails into their skulls.
Yeah, that's not going to end well. Honestly, the same with Night Lords.
Oh,
you guys were fucked from the beginning. Like, you guys were fucked. Like, there's no way you guys weren't turned to chaos. Like, there's no.
The Night Lords are by far like the edgiest of the edgy fucking Space Marine chapters.
They are cool though. I do quite like them, and I do like edgy Batman. Look, I play Dark Eldar. I play Dark Eldar. I do have a soft spot for them. I think their armor scheme looks pretty cool. And honestly, see the lightning. That shit was the coolest thing ever in the 90s. You guys should have been there. See White Dwarf when you got to see a fucking Night Lord army. Oh, fucking beautiful, man. And don't tell me you didn't want one, because you did. You fucking did. Honestly, yeah, I'm gonna blame everything on the Emperor. So yeah, I think he did nothing wrong.
So fuck you, Space Marine players.
Fuck you, Space Marine players. And you know the thing is, I don't even feel bad, because like the thing is, as we already said, Space Marine players get fucking everything and anything they want, and then they have the nerve to fucking gurn. So they do. Like, that's the bit that gets me.
They have the nerve.
Look, Dark Eldar had the same models for like fucking 15 or 20 years, alright? Don't hear me fucking complaining.
You have the fucking gall to whinge to me.
To be fair, they did get their new, when I say new model line, when did they come out? Like 2011, you know?
Yeah, it's new, Wheezy face.
Well, it's new for Dark Eldar still, I would say. You know, I appreciate it. Where do you want to put Death Guard? Or Death Guard above Thousand Suns?
I have never met a bad Death Guard player.
Yeah,
with you. Like they're up there with them.
I'd put them above Necrons. I would put them above. Would you put them above Necrons, or do you want to meet halfway?
I think they're one the same, really. Like I like stinky Space Marines.
Yeah,
it's like they know what they are. They know what they like.
And they do. Oh, and they do put in a lot of work into the making looking good. And that's the thing with Death Guard. You know, again, I don't really like the new models for Death Guard, and whenever I say new, like the last like 5 years, I prefer the models from like, you know, that came out maybe I think 2008 or so. Does that one? I can't remember. I can't remember. Well, I'm not a big fan of like the 8th edition Death Guard. I don't really like the look of them. I think they look very cartoony. I prefer the older sculpts, like, but that's more a personal preference to me anyway.
I don't like change.
I like the old stuff, okay? I'm sorry. And then what do you want to put Ty?
Okay. Here's the one we've all been waiting for. Tau players. How about you go first?
So I would say Tau players exhibit everything that Necron players have if you twist it and corrupted it.
Again, like in reverse.
Yes. So everything that a Necron player does well, a Tau player does poorly. Does that make any weird sense?
You see, I cannot stand when a Tau player buys the flavor of the month shit. It's not, supposed to be in balance. Bodies you in 2 turns and then says, "Good game." But here's the thing you could have done better.
Yes.
Like, you absolute piece of shit. Don't you fucking tell me "good game" and then, well, you could have done this and that. Motherfucker, I got 1 turn of shooting.
Yeah.
You came on the board
Ty are
and
just
shot
so
me.
strong. Like, have Ty ever been a battle army? Since it came out? Yeah, but their shooting is just so overpowered.
Like, I remember playing Imperial Guard and, like, being outranged in deployment.
Oh, mate, that's saying something. That is saying something. You know?
Like, you bring tanks, don't matter. I bring infantry, don't matter. I bring flyers, don't matter. Like, they have a oh, you're hitting on 5s. Well, actually, I'm gonna put down 6 marker lights, and yeah, too bad. Like, what is? They have an instant counter for everything. And hey, like, oh, I'm finally in melee. Oh, I brought a unit of recruit who are better than your orcs or whatever it will be. It's like, motherfucker.
the question is, are they worse than Space Wolves, though? I don't think so.
That's the question, isn't it?
Yeah, are they below
What's worse, the space communists or the space furries?
Yeah.
That and why are Tau players so fucking horny for Tau women?
Oh my
Holy
god, they're
shit.
so bad for it. They're really bad for it.
Like,
They're really
we've all
bad.
seen the official art on Tau females. It's not pretty, y'all. You're like, why can't they be hot too? And like, they're trying to. I go on those threads, TG. I see what you're trying to do. You're trying to write background lore. They're trying to change the Tau females to appeal to more humans. Yeah, okay, guys.
I'm gonna put them above Space Wolves. I don't get me wrong. I do think Ty deserve a lot of the hatred that they get, and it's well deserved. But Space Wolves slip under the radar for a lot of people, I think. And
It's just James going, I hate furries. I hate furries.
no, it's not even that. It's just fucking players. Now, again,
I hate the Antichrist. I hate the Antichrist.
yeah. Well, the thing is, if this was a breakdown of favorite factions, it would look very, very different. It would look very different. I love Imperial Guard. They would be an S tier, so they would be. Well, how much would you move about? Honestly, as much as like the Space Marines are cool, and they should be higher up. Space Marines are cool. I don't care. I like Space Marines. I think they're cool.
No, Space Marines.
40k would not be 40k if it wasn't for the Imperial Guard and the Space Marines. And without them, 40k just doesn't. It just doesn't work. You know what I mean?
Are you saying that Imperial Guard hold the line for you? You're so cringe.
Yes, they do. Oh, you know what? You know what? Imperial Guard players would be higher if they had better memes, but they have the worst memes universally by a big margin.
Charge the gap? Really, bro? That's all you got? Okay.
Fix bayonets. Oh, shovels, guys, shovels.
Fix bayonet?
It's like, Again, I love the army. Not the biggest fan of the players. That's all I gotta say. All right. Anything you would move about? Is there anything you think is completely whack? Anything that's like, oh, mate, why is that there? Honestly, I'm tempted to move Deathwatch down. If I be honest with you, I'm like, see, you know what? I'm putting them below Space Marines. Oh, are they better than Grey Knights though?
Honestly, I hate every single fucking Space Marine chapter there is, but that's because they get everything and the players bitch constantly about not getting enough.
I think that's the thing that would get me. You know, the thing is as well, I think I was quite good playing Dark Eldar specifically against Space Marines because there isn't that many people that play. Well, whenever I was playing, there wasn't that many people that played Dark Eldar, so you wouldn't go against them very often. But everyone knew how to play against Space Marines. And therefore, I kind of got a big advantage because I was like used to playing against Space Marines. It kind of gave me a bit in my favor, you know what I mean? Yeah, I think so. I'm trying to think where else I would move anything about. Do you want to go through the stereotype of who this person is? So Orc players, they wear old fleeces that have covered in like dog hairs.
See old fleeces?
Yeah, you know, like an old fleece with like dog hair on it. Do you know what I'm on about?
Like where is this coming from?
I'm picturing an orc player in my head. Does he have glasses? Good chance he has glasses on. Unironically.
Most of the ones I've met have just been wearing like fucking like graphic t-shirts from fucking Hot Topic.
How washed out is the top? Is it though?
Extremely. Like they spent all their money on more orc models. They can't afford proper clothes.
All right, I'm putting it out here right now. Imperial Guard players universally look like sweet jacks.
They are usually always also fucking reenactors of some shit. Like usually they reenact or like they go to the weekend and like,
my god!
I'm actually a Wehrmacht soldier on Friday. Fucking what, bro?
You know what? Actually, come to think of it, I only know one reenactor. And yeah, he does actually play Imperial Guard as well, so he does. Nice. Fuck! Oh my god!
Because I guess it falls into their psyche. Like I'm just gonna play a World War II army because I also in World War II army on fake weekend times. It's like
yeah, I can see that. Give me the
Space Marine guys wear fucking dad shorts and fucking jeans.
Nah, I'm not seeing that. I'm seeing,
man, every Space Marine I've ever met is either rail skinny or like super fucking fat. And like the one I hate the most, and I'm sure he's gonna hear it. He's gonna think, is this me? He wears blue. He wears blue gloves the entire time, like blue nitrile gloves, and he won't let you touch his models. And like he will, like roll his dice away from you so that it won't get dirty.
To be fair though, I know I met a guy who was just rough with his dice. He was rough with his dice to the point of, yeah, please don't roll your dice beside. Like, I don't mind you rolling your dice heavy if you want to do that, but just like don't throw them at my models, please. Like, you're being a bit rough. You're being a wee bit too hefty-handed. Honestly, I like
hefty-handed.
Yeah, they are. They are fucking are. TIE players again.
They unironically wear like a hammer and sickle shirt at a goddamn game store when they play their Tau.
No.
I've seen it so many times.
Do they have, is that actually what
yes,
you see?
the ones around here will wear like hammer and sickle shirts. And like
Ozzy, what are you doing? Megan, can you take him? Ozzy, what are you doing?
What's he mean, noisy man? I have feelings too.
Ozzy, come on. Megan. Alright. Oh, Ozzy, get back. Megan, take it.
I was doing the wash.
Ozzy, get back.
Take him out.
Quick, take the child.
Noisy man.
Why is your child yelling at me?
Yeah, because you shout. Because all he hears is you shouting anyway. Right, where do you want to go? Ooh.
Man, I don't know. I swear, like it used to be like a sort of bad thing. It's gotten worse with all the younger generations. Like it's gonna sound very, very boomerish, I know, but like the younger generation is making this shit worse by and far, by leaps and bounds.
To be fair, I feel like I'm very disconnected from 40k because I haven't played it in so long, so I'm kind of like out of the meta, and I haven't been keeping up to speed with what's going on. And honestly, I haven't really cared that much for the new lore, if I'll be honest with you, since Gulliman came back.
Don't get me started on fucking new 40k lore. I'll start frothing the goddamn mouth.
And
like,
squats as well. Oh, don't even start me about that. What are squat players? Like they weren't in this, but I've never played. I couldn't have played one against one. So what are they like? Have you ever came across them?
So here's the thing. It's a mystery we talk about all the time. Where like we will see people buying squats boxes, but they never come and play. Like you'll see guys buy like fistfuls of squat boxes, right? But they have never once come to the game store to play the game. They're always like just buying models and never coming back.
Oh, perfect.
So I don't know how they are or what they do or what even their name is. Cause like, hey man, can I come play? Oh yeah. One day I'm gonna play. Yeah. And like they'll buy their box and just never fucking come back.
You know what? I think if I get back into 40k, I think I'm either going to do two things. I think mostly because I do the 3D printing now, I think the bulk of my stuff will be 3D printed. I don't think I'll be buying that many.
Oh my god. If you catch the wrong person, they go, is that a 3D printed Swag Farius model? They're going to lose their fucking minds.
I'm going to put it out here right now, and I do agree with the sentiment within reason, but 40k players that 3D print are the same as vegans, and I refuse to hear otherwise.
Are the same as me.
No, they on like don't get me wrong. I love 3D printing. I love 3D printing. I think it's so much fun. I get a lot of enjoyment out of it. I really enjoy doing it. But guys, you need to dial it back a wee bit. Like, you know, it's not the be all and end all. It's like there's going to be people that are going to be buying models regardless. It doesn't matter what price they are. And honestly, there is a big difference between injection molded and resin.
3D printed.
Yeah, it feels different. It paints different. Don't get me wrong, they both have their pros and their cons. But
unless you're like a super hardcore gamer, you don't really need a 3D printer.
No, honestly, yeah, you don't. Unless you're like printing.
Holy shit, I love printing. Brrr.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure, you're gonna like it more than others. But like you don't really.
If
like people like you want to buy this big ass machine and deal with the smell just to save like a couple $100, bro. Are you even gaming, bro? Like,
I will say you will never get through your pile of shame if you start 3D printing. That's a fact. I can tell you that right now. If you already have a pile of shame, and you know what, I'm going to put it out here and say it right now. I once finished my pile of shame. Just saying, guys. I did it once. You guys can believe me all you want, but I actually did it.
Chosen one.
No, I'm not even joking. I spent fucking 8 months on it, and I actually completely finished everything that I bought, because it was getting really bad at one point. It was getting really out of hand. I was like, right, no, I'm just gonna focus on it. And the thing was, it was because it was Dark Eldar, because I just kept buying Dark Eldar stuff, and I was like, I got to the point where I was like, right, that is it. I have over 10,000 points of Dark Eldar. This is everything that I'm ever going to need. I've got everything. I've got all the different like weapon selections. I could never go for anything else. You know what I mean?
Then lo and behold, a man on a pale horse said, "New release."
Well, yeah, actually, well, it was only the Unid or whatever the fuck you call them. That was only new. Yeah, so it was like what, like one box, if even. Oh no, did they have a transport? I can't remember if they came with a transport.
I don't know.
I can't remember. It's been a while. Anyway, where do you want to go with this? I would like to kind of do like an actual tier list of actual like cool factions, like, you know, because again, I do love Guard. I think Guard will be S tier, but
you mean like lore wise?
Yeah, lore wise, but I don't think it would be half as interesting. So like, if it's something you guys want, let us know. I suppose.
I already hear like the wheezing of the fucking chat session. I can't believe you would say.
Look, all I'm saying is, if you get offended by what we've said, the reason why you're getting offended is because it's true. They hated him because he spoke the truth. That's exactly what it is.
Shut up.
I'm trying to think. Does anyone else deserve to go in D? Out of anyone we've got here.
I don't really think so.
I think the people,
because Dark Angels kind of hold up to where they're kind of separate from all the other fucking all the separate
and also all other Space Marine players seem to have this fucking issue with Dark Angel players, and it actually annoys me. I feel bad for Dark Angel players. I think they get the short end of the sticks, they do, from all the other Space Marine players being like, you guys aren't real Space Marines. You guys are traitors. Do you not know that? You guys are traitors, by the way. What the fuck?
Oh yeah, you play one game. Did you guys know that you're actually like a traitor legion? Shut up.
You're actually chaos in disguise.
Like, did you not know that you're actually chaos?
Yeah.
You're not even real Space Marines. There's always some fucking Chunda's Chud lore. Like, we're there ready to shit on any shit on any fucking Dark Angel player.
Yeah. That and also the people that bang on about Space Wolves being furries can be kind of annoying. But at the same time, Space Wolf players bring that on themselves, so I don't have any sympathy.
Like, if you miss the chance to say "LOL Space Furries," you gotta, you know, if someone said the joke, you gotta simmer down, because the joke's been said. You can't keep saying the exact same joke.
You know, the thing is, Space Wolves, same way like years ago, it wasn't so heavy. Like, it was more Viking. It had more like, not everything's a wolf gun or some shit. Or like, remember, what's their spaceship, the vehicle that they have, the flyer, that's like a big wolf's head.
Oh, like I know they have the fucking like brother, like, it's weird how like they'll ride their transformed brothers in the battle. That's kind of weird.
Yeah,
not sure why they do that. Like, bro, Jeff's a fucking wolf now. I'll ride him to battle. You knew that guy. You can't ride your friend.
That's another thing as well with Space Wolves. Oh yeah, some of these guys are quite literally turning into chaos spawn, but it's totally cool because they're wolves, you see. So it's like, it's not chaos. They haven't been corrupted.
It's different, bro.
It's different. We may or may not be turned into werewolves, but we're not chaos spawn. Trust me on that, guys. I'm 100%. It's actually the Dark Angel players that they're the real heretics all along. Fuck you. I'm sick of it. I'm tired of it. Right, I'm just gonna finish up, because otherwise we're just gonna keep going, garden about fucking.
You want to ramble for 3 hours about how bad Space Marine play?
Honestly, I feel like I feel like Blood Angels deserve to be higher. The only reason why I think they do deserve to be in D is just because of Sanguinius, if I be honest with you. And that's
any chapter branched off from Sanguinius, you can go fuck yourself. I don't care how inaccurate I am.
I do quite like Mephisto, though. I really like their Librarian, or their, what do you call it? Well, he's more than a Librarian.
You would like fisting, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I think that's where we're going to finish up. You can go ahead and shout at us down below. I think you guys will have a lot of fun tearing each other apart in the comments. But you guys know, orc players are cool across the board. So I think we can all agree on that. How many, like, don't get me wrong, orc players, do they suffer from autism? Sometimes, yes.
Probably.
The chances of them actually having that are higher than most.
There's always that one Sperg goes, whoa, after
Yeah.
every turn. Like, yes, bro, we get it.
But are they nice, though? Are they easy to talk to? Could you sit and have a drink with them? Yes,
But,
you could.
but they're kind of bipolar, though. Like,
Yeah.
hey, so, oh, look, a roll. Whoa! Like, Jesus Christ, guys.
Yeah. Honestly, you know what? I really want an orc army.
The bipolar orc player. He's like part orc, part human.
You know what I really want to paint? I want to paint up the was it the Forge World Orc War Boss on bike? I love that model.
Oh,
yeah,
the fucking Wazdaka?
yeah. I think it looks so fucking cool, man. Honestly,
Speed freak.
yeah. I would love a speed freak army, so I would. Oh, because it's like mixing everything with like Dark Elder, but orcs at the same time. I need it. I really fucking need.
I don't need it. I don't need it.
I need to wait until Ozzy gets a bit older, then I can get into wargaming again, because I know finally he's gonna go fucking mad for it.
You're old.
That's the worst thing. I have to wait.
gotta wait till my son gets a bit older.
I don't know. I have to wait till he's like, well, what age can he get into it at? Maybe like 6 or so. Maybe is that like a good age? Nah, I was into 40. When did I get? When did? Yeah,
Yeah,
I
and look
would
how
have
you
been.
turned out.
Yeah, well, I would have been younger. No, because I would have been.
I started playing 40K when I was 6. Look at you now.
Well, here it worked out. It didn't go too poorly for me. Yeah, no, because when did third edition come out? 1999. Let me see. When was third edition released?
Just Google it.
40K. Yeah, well, it was 1998. So what age would I have been then? Oh fuck, I was quite young actually.
So second ed was coming off the fucking those fucking splat days.
Yeah, because that was the first one I remember getting. Mind you, I don't know if it because that was the first box that I ever got. Was that one, or it was a starter set one? Where is it? Third edition 40K starter box. Yeah, that's the fucking one. Yeah, boy. That's what I'm talking about with him. I used to beat my brother with that, with the measuring stick. anyway, look.
Oh, dude, remember templates? Fuck yeah, like flamethrower. Bwah.
Wait, do you not have that no more? You don't do templates?
No, they got rid of templates.
So what do they not have the action dice any longer? No.
Nope.
But they were like the fun.
It really bogged down the gameplay, man.
Fuck off. Fuck off. Actually, fuck off. You know what? I remember why I don't really play 40K anymore. You know what? It all makes sense. Now my memories come rushing back.
Not gonna lie, Zoomers ruin any game they touch, bro.
Yeah.
This game takes too long.
Hey, it's not like tabletop games, especially war games, are slow games. A fast game to me is like 3 hours. Let's be serious.
Game take too long. Game too long.
Ugh. Right, anyway.
I can't Fortnite dance while I'm playing. Too long.
Right, anyway, look, I think that's where we're going to wrap up. Let us know how fucking long we are, and you can defend yourself, and also if you get...
Actually, Garbro, go fuck yourself. I hate you.
And you know what? If you get really upset about this, I'm just going to assume you are playing anything in the D tier, and that's why you're upset.
a Tau player.
Yeah, I'm going to assume you're some form of D player. You're somewhere in that category, and you got really upset with us, and you know what? You know it's fucking true. Or you know what? It's maybe not your fault. It's the other people that play your faction. And I'm going to say that as well, because I know finally the other people that play Dark Elder kind of dicks. But I'm kind of a dick as well. But I don't think I'm that much of a dick. I think I'm kind of fun sometimes. So yeah, that's where we're going to end it. Links down below. Garbo, your book's up for sale now, finally. Is it out?
Yep, the first Ed game book is out. There'll be a second edition here in a couple months after I fix all the problems, because I spell like a socially challenged retard in school. So
if you want, I've got a guy who does spell checking. He's an English teacher.
I can't afford spell check. What are you fucking mind?
It was only like I think he charged me £100 for Deathwatch.
It's only 3,000 quid, bruh. We worried about.
Well, here, that's the thing. I've been trying to bully Garbo into getting a website. He's like, no, man, I can't get a website. It's like, get a fucking website, man. No, man, I can't get a website.
I'm poor!
Mate, you know the thing. Right, okay, can we just put it out here?
Coffee is free.
Yeah, but what are you paying on them fees? What's the percentage cuts like? You know,
no fee.
Oh,
that's the thing.
Oh, that's actually not too bad. I'll give you that.
Yeah.
But it's not where I would buy shit personally. Websites are way better. Just trust me on that, bro. Trust me. Trust me. Look, hope you guys enjoyed this one. Let us know what you think and why we're absolute fucking retards. That's always
that one
fun.
seething towel player. I didn't enjoy it at all. Fuck you guys.
No, there's going to be that one Space Wolf player. And you know what? Maybe I would feel bad for Space Wolf players because you know what? They do get a bit of stick. They do get a bit of a hard time. But you know what? You brought it on yourself because you always get on like that. You always, you know what? Shit gets hurled at Space Wolf players and then they just double down. That's the issue. They fucking double down and they're like, I'm not wrong, you're wrong. I'm actually just special.
I'm not gay, you're gay.
Yeah, exactly. Look, enough of that. Check out the links down below. Hope you guys enjoyed. Let us know what you think and we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Oh.